Okay, now you understand that it's important to realize and try to believe and understand the best you can that your body's made out of energy. Intelligent energy. Pure positive intelligent energy. Pure positive godly divine energy. I mean, that's what it's made out of. Okay? And it's coming in and out of your body all the time, right this moment. You did not create your body a long time ago. Or you did not, or God didn't create your body a long time ago, if you believe that, I'm sure. And you're creating your body right this moment, right this second. You're creating your body, and you are also creating your environment. Your environment changes atoms with you all the time. If you have a cell phone or a table or a chair, atoms that used to be in them are now in you. And atoms that were in you are now in them, because you are one organism. You are one unit. Okay, and you are controlling it to the extent of that you have a choice on where you place your attention. It's as simple as that. And what you're thinking about, that's where you have your attention. That's what it is. Whatever you're thinking about is where you have your attention. And if you're watching television, or, you know, I'm not condemning all of television, but there's so many drug advertisements, and all they talk about is the things that you don't want, unless you want, like I said, you know, all the bad things. That's all they talk about, and they're dragging you right down with them. You know, and you believe what they believe. You know, to some extent. I mean, you still have your free will, we'll hope, but, you know, you claim you do. You know, well, let's start using it and choose to put your attention on what you want. You know, if that sounds selfish, how about thoughtlessness? You know, how about getting sick and being a burden on everybody? Yeah, I mean, that's thoughtless. Selfishness is getting your shit together, and so that you don't be thoughtless and make people take care of you because, oh, well, you know, everybody gets sick. Aunt Ethel had fucking cancer, or blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. There is no family history. It's in your DNA is programmed by your goddamn beliefs, okay? And if you think any different, then fuck you, all right? You're thinking wrong. Okay? You can change anything you want by changing your beliefs. Anything. Alright? And you'll do it one thought at a time. That's what the naysayers, oh, well, I believe, they hear this, and when they're, you know, for 10 minutes they think, oh, well, I feel good, I'm healthy, and then they get home and get out of their car and go in the house, like, oh, I feel horrible, you know, and they just, it's hard. You have to manually shift your thoughts and manually direct them for a while. You know, I mean, all the time, really. I mean, now that you know that how important it is, you know, I mean, I would think that you'd want to take some control of them. They're your thoughts, you know, and you're allowed to change them and your beliefs, and, you know, to align with who you are and with good health. If you're worried about everything, that is not aligning your thoughts and your beliefs with good health. That is aligning your thoughts with whatever you're worried about, which is normally like bad health, or, you know, worried about you're not going to have this, or we're going to run out of that, or it's so hot, it's so cold, the weather's changing, blah, blah. You know, I mean, that's all not what you want, I would think. I mean, maybe that is what you want, because that's surely what you got your attention on. That's what you got your attention on. That's what's coming towards you, baby. That's what's coming towards you, whether you like it or not. The good, the bad, the ugly. And it's a lot easier to to take control of your thoughts and your beliefs than it is to get sick. I mean, you think it's a chore to you think it's a chore to take control of your thoughts? How about being sick? You think that's a chore? Especially when you're not sick enough to just be laying in bed. You know, I mean, you got to work and you got to do everything else, pay for your medical insurance, and you got to keep in touch with, you know, I got to know what's going on, so I got to watch, you know, 5 hours of TV to tell me exactly the opposite of what I want. You are kidding yourself you're lying to yourself and kidding yourself, and you know, you don't know any better. This is probably the first time you heard it, and like I said, I don't want to be harsh, but you need to listen up. You really do. I mean, your life depends on it, you know. And like I said earlier, it would be a hell of a lot easier for me, you know. Somebody would wise the hell up. I mean, I know there's other people, you know, that are, but you know, I ain't seen any of them. I ain't seen any, not one, not one. I've had several that claim to be, but no. So don't look for perfection. What you want to do is you want to head towards aligning your beliefs with health, whatever that means. Okay, for you. Okay, I mean, it's the whole end result thing. Okay, that people are talking about right now, and they're right. I mean, they're right. You create by the end result. All right, and if you're creating by what I would call default, not really knowing how you're creating, okay, because if you don't know that you're made out of pure positive energy and you're programming that pure positive energy with your thought, belief, expectation, action process, if you don't believe that, then you're believing wrong. You're mistaken. Every belief that does not align with that is wrong. So when I'm saying you need to align your beliefs with health, what you need to do is align your beliefs with understanding that you are source and you created your body. You're creating your body right this moment, and you're creating your environment right this moment. Right this moment. And every other moment that you've ever had and every other moment that you ever will. You're creating it right then. Okay, get that through your head and life will be a lot easier. And what happens is then when you understand yourself as source and you look at the world, the miracle of life with you, look at the miracle of life through the eyes of source, which just means that you know who you are. This is miraculous. It's amazing. It is completely different than sitting on the couch watching, you know, the opposite of what you want. Okay, you starting to understand what the opposite of what you want means? I mean, first of all, you need to understand that what you have your attention on, which means that depends on what you're thinking about. What you're thinking about at the time, that's what you have your attention on. And that changes, or could change 70 times, 70 a minute. 70 times a minute, you got a shot at changing your life. By understanding or moving towards one thought at a time, towards understanding that you are made out of pure positive energy. You could call it you're made out of source. I mean, you know, people get highly offended when I tell them that they're God. They say, I'm not God. I'm not saying I'm God. I'm saying you're God, motherfucker. You're fucking God. What the hell's wrong with you? Do you think, you know, oh, well, yeah, what's all this made out of? It's made out of fucking God. Where the hell do you think it got it? The things that you believe are just idiotic. If God did not, one person tried to tell me that, oh, well, the world was here and God just showed up. I mean, come on now. I mean, everything that you see and everything you don't see is made out of God. You know, and the physical experience you're having, that's made out of God, but it's not fucking physical, it's God. and you program that, you got your own little space here, and you program that energy, that God energy, that pure positive energy, you program that with your beliefs and your thoughts and your expectations and your actions. And what you have experienced previously, you could just turn your back on it, or you could, like Jesus said, turn your cheek away from it. If you have a problem and you're trying to fix it, you're fucking up. You have a shot at improving the situation temporarily, but you will never fix the problem. Never. Unless you put your attention on the solution. And the solution for everything is just aligning your beliefs and your understanding of the world in which you live with who you are. And you are source. And you're creating what you're experiencing right this second, right this moment, and you're doing it with your thoughts and your beliefs, your expectations and your actions. The combination of all of those things that you've done in your life is why you're experiencing what you're experiencing right this moment. And every other moment that will come, and every moment that has come. Okay? Following me? It's not that hard when you just go right to the core. Any problem, you know, I know people are going to ask me a question, and any fucking question, it's the same answer. It's the same answer. You are source, and you created it, and if you put your attention on understanding that you are source, that problem, that's what Jesus was trying to fucking tell you when you turn your cheek away from your problem and put it on the solution, and the solution is knowing that God is in you and God is around you or among you or whatever the bullshit the priestcraft made up. The fucking Bible, the scriptures, is a goddamn business plan for the preachers, and it's a goddamn good one. All right, it lasted all this time. It's gonna last quite some more time too. All right, so. But, you know, like I said, you can do what you want as far as that goes. I mean, you can either, you know, turn your cheek and understand that you are source, or you can put your attention on something that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, no logical explanation possibly. How are you going to talk about it? I mean, that's just so ridiculous, you know. I mean, and I'm not saying I was a Christian for 30 years, so I'm not, you know, anti-Christian. I'm certainly not anti-Christian. I'm just hoping that some of you people that say you're Christians, I want you to wise the fuck up. That's all. That's all. I mean, you can wise up a little bit or you can wise up a lot. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right? If you think you need to go through somebody to get to know yourself, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. You don't have to go through me. You don't have to go through Jesus Christ. You don't have to go through God to know that you're fucking God. Alright? You are God in the fucking flesh. Come on now. You can't tell? You don't know? You can't see it? You know, I mean, how could you not? You should be ashamed of yourself. You're not paying attention at all to anything. If you think you're made out of rock solid and you go to sleep and dream and blah, 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 I mean, there's just evidence everywhere. And there's evidence to prove what you believe, too. Absolutely. Everywhere you look. That's why you keep believing it. And that's why it's going to be difficult to change. That's, you know, most people, the naysayers, like I said, oh, well, all I got to do is believe that, you know, I'll feel good, and then I'll feel good, and then I can go right back to put my attention on the opposite of everything I want. And you create by where you have your attention. And what you have your attention on is what you're thinking. And that's generated by your beliefs. And I think we covered that already, correct? Okay.